understand.
I crushed the game with them.
Go.
Oh,
Hey.
Hey, I guess we on the air since I seen the light on up there.
Live
And direct. So who want to hit us off?
Go ahead.
We got the headphones coming, so I guess I guess I'll start off.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hood Point today.
Yeah.
It's your man E Rumble. I'm here with Sean C to my right.
What up? Oh, I can
We got
hear
my
now.
man G Host on the left.
Yeah.
And we got sitting in for Big Keith, who's out making the biscuits today. Jenny Pooh is in the building.
The blogger,
Welcome back.
So as I struggle to put a headphone on, y'all brothers talk since y'all can hear, because I don't know what I sound
That's
like.
what's up. Hey, what's going on with everybody?
Did they turn them on? See, we ain't turn them on. Can you hear now?
That's why you gotta love live.
Can you hear me now?
Is that good volume right there?
Good.
Got us. All right. That's why you gotta love live. Live is always good.
And then there was sound. I can hear.
Doo-doo.
Geos don't use headphones.
that's right.
He's special.
He's over professional.
Right.
Oh,
He don't even need a headphone.
He's uber.
He know he sounds good in the mic, so he don't even have to. He don't even need.
throwback.
It is throwback.
Previous episodes to know what that means.
Right, you got to watch the show to know that. What's up, my fellas? What's going on with you?
Hey, it's another beautiful week, and
Man.
it's kind of a lot to talk about, but not a lot to talk about. I say for this moment, we're gonna just say, come on, Cavs, got to make it happen. Come on, Cavs.
Oh, you trying to start off?
He's starting off all.
Hey, I'm not dead in the sour note. I'm gonna take it as usual. It is what it is.
What is it?
They're gonna have to. They either something's gotta, I don't know, happen or change. I don't know if it's a gelling thing or I don't know. But to me, they just not playing good basketball.
Yeah. Well, what I think it is because I've been debating this all week. For sure, I fight for my Cavs all the time.
Right.
So
Yeah, true Cavs fans will fight for a
man,
true team.
I can't even fight.
Are you
No,
bandwagoners?
if you look around,
And I'm gonna tell you why I can't fight when you're done.
okay, but hey, just hear me out.
No, go
All
ahead.
right, let me state my case.
Go ahead.
If you look around the league, everybody's kind of at that 500 range. Like everybody's like 4 and 6, sort of like that. So we're right. We're not.
Hey, Chicago just got their first road win last night.
Thank you. They were tied with us until yesterday. People not overlooking all that. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing.
Did not notice that.
Second of all, we're the second youngest team in basketball. So anything we do is a plus.
Oh, yeah,
So everybody,
definitely.
please believe. Like making the playoffs at the AC,
That's a
everybody
plus.
should be jumping up and down. I think we're getting greedy at this point.
Yeah, I agree.
3, like my man said, we need some gelling time. You know what I'm saying? We definitely need to.
Yeah.
They haven't played together. I mean, dude's
you
been
can
hurt.
see it.
Like Bennett was hurt the whole preseason. People forgot about that. Bynum just came back after a whole year off.
And I don't know if his heart or mind is still into it yet.
True.
I think
He's a little scared.
He's playing scared. He's playing cautious.
Yeah, that's a better word, cautious. Because, I mean, if you had a major injury and, and then re-injured yourself bowling.
I think he might be in the mode to technically, quite as kept, he might be in a let me get through this year.
Right. To see what happens. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to prove himself and just make it through. And I respect that. And like saying also, and then people got to remember, Kyrie he's basically playing against 5 people every time he comes across half court.
Oh yeah, because you're not about to Uncle Drew me. It's a
Man, when this dude gets to the middle, if you watch the games closely, and like people been dogging on Kyrie, he's off, he's not. Man, when that dude gets past the free throw line, the whole team converges on him, no matter what he does. And that, I don't know if anybody's played basketball, but that's pretty difficult to beat 5 guys.
We need somebody else to be like, Gary, kick it out to me. I got you.
And they do that every once in a while, but then they go away from it. But
Yeah, I agree with you.
okay, but go ahead. That's my case.
My case,
That's it. Sorry.
I really don't have a case because since the Lord has blessed me with working this new shift, I haven't watched the Cavs in the first week of the season. So I can't give my opinion on what's wrong or what's right with the team. All I know is every time I look at the score when I'm at work, it's a loss. So, hey.
But if you watch the first quarter, always watch the first 5 minutes of the game. We look great.
And you know what? It's funny
we look
because I've
fantastic.
been laughing with people and Dave, you remember this. I used to always joke when I had season tickets. It seems like Mike Brown has brought back the aromatherapy candles because I look at the box score. That's all I can see is the box score, and it's like we really get blown out in the first quarter and coming out of halftime still.
It's still that third quarter. The third quarter's back. The
Mike-
third quarter
the Mike
issue is
Brown
back.
offense
I don't
is
know
back.
what he's brought. If he's got the aroma candles going on in the locker room, they playing some Isaac Hayes or something, and
It's a lot of one-on-one basketball out there.
Now
That's
listen here, Kyrie. I want you to sit back and I want you to take over the game. For Ray Zhao, you just do what you do. D Waiters, try and put the ball in the hole.
Hey, he been doing that.
I mean, that's what it seems like. They come out the locker room, it's a totally different team than when they started. But like I said, I can't see, so you won't hear me talk about. I've been reading people talk about Mike Brown got to go. Shout out to Audrey.
Man, there we go. There we go back to all the
Man, I've been wanting to get at Audrey because she's been really going hard on Mike Brown. But like I said, I can't see the game, so I don't.
Just let the team play.
Maybe it is Mike Brown. I don't know. I ain't seen no game.
Let the
Nah,
team
it's-
play.
we've been working on defense
I think it's the thing.
whole
You
time.
got to learn. I think he wants to say we learn defense. 'Cause the offense is there. We know the offense is there. This is what we just got to get to that even point where it all starts. It's like we're 80% defense, and we're just trying to let this 20% of the offense flow when we need to start. The range starts shortening. Hopefully, that'll be by Christmas.
Well, I know. I say the couple games that I've seen, which is like two. I have to add in what you said about Kyrie because I did notice like when he comes across half, it's like everybody's on him and he's trying to do a pick and roll, and it's like anywhere he goes, there's a body once he gets around the pick. The second thing I seen is that he's trying to exert so much energy now on defense where he never did in the past. He's a little tired when it's time to really step up.
That's the whole team.
Yeah,
The whole
exactly.
team.
Right.
They're working hard on the defense end. They're really working hard, but after a while, they ain't got to the even point yet.
Yeah.
Right. And it
even.
takes time.
It does.
Another fact, I don't know if everybody remembers, but even when LeBron went down to Miami, they went on a losing streak, didn't they, at the beginning?
Sure did.
People forget
You guys
that.
are
But
funny.
Hey, I'm just saying, it's going to turn around. It's gonna
Thank
turn
you,
around.
thank you.
I'm
We
excited.
tried hard.
All I know is
We tried.
It's the second youngest team. Ain't nothing but an upswing. They all going to
Yeah.
be here for a minute, so we're going to roll with
That's
it.
true.
The Browns, yes, they're Battle of Ohio.
They're winning Sunday.
Turning point. They win
let's
Sunday.
go. First
Oh,
place.
boy.
I mean, hey. Oh, boy.
He gave us the one arm, didn't
boy, or just
he? Didn't give us both
boy.
arms. He got
Because I just let them. I just let them go because I can't take it because you guys be like, oh my god, I love them, they're winning, and then they do something wrong. It's like, oh my god, I knew they sucked. I spoke too fast, and then it's back like, oh my god, I know they're winning, and it's
That's
just
the
like,
love
oh
of
my
relationship we
God,
have with our
no.
Browns team.
It's people that love the Browns that love them when they're
Yeah, we
like the
do.
suckiest ever.
Yeah.
But don't we
That's
do?
one of us.
But don't we do that in our normal relationships?
Yeah.
Oh, I love him to death, and then that suck. But
And then when Mike Brown came
they
back,
bring
he
some
was
flowers. Oh, he's so sweet.
I was like, yeah, the milk dud.
Yeah.
No.
When the milk dud was announced, I was like, well, ain't nothing I can do to change it. Let's see what happens.
They just put Mike Brown on the cover of the halfway plain dealer, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, he's back!" And now everybody's like, "Up, he can go again." Like it doesn't.
Yeah, I'm
make
with you on
sense.
that. I'm with you on that. I am.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey G host, what's my line? Just give it a chance.
Give it a chance.
Give it a chance.
I mean, it's gonna take a lot for me to ever love the Cavs again. Because I remember when I was a teenager and I went to Tower City and I saw Brad Doherty there, and I was like, "Oh my God, don't you have a quarter pounder?" And he was like, "Whatever," and I was like, "I hate you."
Oh, poor Brad.
Brad, no,
You didn't have a quarter pound of bread.
He should have, though. I feel that.
Right.
My goodness. Brad.
Yeah,
know
so
what,
it's
man?
upswing.
That's why he
upswing.
went to Rangers.
Upswing. So Browns gonna be good. That's all I want to say is go Browns.
Yeah.
We got to make it happen. Come on, Browns. We're gonna use that song for everybody. We just gonna remix
I
it.
can't even remember.
Everybody.
I can't even remember the old
Gotta make it
Brown
happen.
song. I used to have a 45 of the Cardiac Kid song back in the
Don't
day.
date yourself.
What's a 45?
You're right.
I'm joking.
Don't date yourself.
I'm about to say. Are you serious?
45 is
That's a cassette single era.
Right, exactly, right.
It's
45 is the
LPs,
number of
baby.
CDs that he has, and it was number 45.
Right,
That's what he was
right.
saying.
And then remember the old Bernie,
Oh, baby.
How you can throw.
How you can throw. Yeah.
Yeah, all kinds of
Gotta
songs.
love those.
Right.
So we're gonna have a new one.
I guess we had to make it ourselves.
Jason Campbell.
Yeah, right. Shout out to Jake.
I don't know
JC.
if there will be nothing but the Pope himself will show up to the Super Bowl if the Browns were to get to the Super Bowl this year. Ultimately, is that the goal we would love to have? Yes, but I swear to God, the Pope would have
It could
to
happen.
be over the Sunday sermon that morning
Like
for
that.
Mass.
It could happen.
Well, you can. It has to happen.
Yeah, it has to happen.
You know what?
I like
it would be
that.
nice. It would nice to happen in a year at least unexpected in the year where they expected to go. Because it'd be like, hey man, do we supposed to be there? There's no reason why we ain't supposed to be there. But I was like, there's no way we supposed to be there. But being there's like, oh
Man, if they make
What's the
it.
baseball team that just won?
Boston.
The Red,
Yeah, the Red Sox.
Oh, well,
They had it bad.
They
thought
broke
it
the
was
curse.
So,
Yeah.
I like that. I'm with you. I feel the glow like
I
the
know
last
it is.
dragon
We're gonna
right
get a new
now.
curse.
Where's the Super Bowl at? Where's the Super Bowl at this year?
Wait a minute, what curse? Boston, bro, what curse?
They had the Bambino curse for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the Super Bowl at this year?
In New
New
York.
York, outside.
Hey, that's only 8 hours. What, 10 hours? 8. Well, depending on who's driving, 7 hours away.
Dog
Yeah.
keeping it real, man. If Cleveland went to the Super Bowl, I bet half of Cleveland would be in New
Hey,
York.
It
Man,
would
you
be.
talk about-
It would be an
We would
orange
storm
out.
that
It'll be
piece.
an orange out in
Oh
that
my
stadium.
goodness,
Man, look,
people
man.
would just go just to go,
Just to be there.
including us.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You talking
G-Ho's looking at me like, "Hey, man, I'm gonna just keep it real. We'll be there too."
Number
Hey,
one,
I'll be somewhere. I'm gonna be
going,
somewhere.
half the city gonna be there. Number 2, winning. There's no business open on Monday. I will not be at work Monday.
I wouldn't either.
Tuesday, I might as well go ahead and take them too because I'm gonna get the same occurrence, so I'm taking the 2. So you can see me
Oh,
on Wednesday, and which might be the day of the parade. So that's half a day. So,
Yeah,
Honestly.
I'm off on Wednesday, so hey, it's good for me.
you might as well screw up that week and give me. Nah,
They would have to shut the city down. That's real talk.
Yeah.
Nobody would go to work. Everybody.
Everybody.
Sick. Sorry.
People gonna be sitting next to in the parade with their boss, be like, oh,
It's gonna be a lot. It ain't gonna be. It's not gonna even be a whole bunch of call outs. It's just gonna be no call, no shows. Whole bunch of people just won't show up.
Exactly. You know why, man. Come on.
Hey, come on, really?
It's not Browns Day.
Really?
It's Browns Week.
Yeah.
Month. Year. For that whole year. You just can't take it away. Y'all act like y'all never won the Super Bowl before.
Hello.
We have not.
Yeah. That'd be such a glorious feeling.
Speaking of Cleveland sports, I gotta give a shout out to Terry Francona.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
AL manager of
A
the
lot
year.
going on.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's gangster.
Yeah, that's gangster. I didn't think he was gonna get it, but
Oh, he
got it.
deserved it.
oh, he definitely deserved it. I just didn't think. I thought with John Farrell taking them all the way to the World Series and winning, I thought that might trump them. But like they threw out there, well, this was done before the playoffs started. So
Yeah.
That's what's up. We'll
that's
take
what's
that.
up. I'll take it. I'll definitely
Well
take that.
deserved.
That's
Well
cool.
deserved.
Heading into a direction. We all are. Got to make it happen. Come on, tribe. Yeah.
You gotta be like a diehard baseball fan to like sit through a whole baseball game, and I am not a diehard baseball fan. I was like, oh my god, this is
I am a diehard
nightmare.
baseball fan, but I have trouble sitting through a whole baseball
Oh
game.
my god,
I concur.
it was people sleeping.
I find it very hard.
I swear.
And I played the game, and it's
My grandfather's in the softball Hall of Fame right now, and I can. Oh yeah, and I cannot sit through a baseball game. to say-
hence
I was pumped too.
hence why
I was brought
I
up on
picked
that.
the position of playing catcher. At least I get the ball more than everybody else besides the pitcher.
Right?
True that.
Standing out there in the outfield,
Yeah.
scratching
This
myself
guy,
and
yeah, especially
everything.
this guy's batting 160.
Baseball.
Like,
is
it ain't coming my
cool.
way. Yeah.
Yeah, this guy ain't coming, man.
Be like in Little League when you had the glove just resting on your head.
Oh yeah, right.
Waiting.
Somebody out there on the Bluetooth like, hold on, I got a fly ball. Let me get you back.
Right.
That's what it's like.
It's real. I agree. It's tough.
No, I
It's real
played
tough.
fullback for varsity field hockey, and it was similar to that, but our team was so good that I didn't really have to do anything. So by the time the ball got to me, I used to be like praying for it, like, please come down here. And then it was just kind of boring. Never really got to hit the ball.
It's rough being a dominant team, huh?
Kinda, yeah.
Right.
Just depending
If
on
you
your
play
position.
a
Nah, I
position
feel
that
you.
doesn't get that much action.
Right.
say it gets a little monotonous. You just
like-
out there like,
So it's
Or
like
like
that.
playing pool. That's what it like. Watching a baseball game is like playing pool.
Yeah,
It's like
no,
the worst date ever.
No, it's almost like watching paint dry.
So I take it you don't like playing pool dates.
No, why?
Warning, guys, never.
No,
No, tell us how you really feel.
So where you want to go, Julian? Oh,
No, don't take it. If you know,
Hold on, I got another call.
no, if you know that you're a good, if you know that you are a good pool player and you want to take a girl on a date, first of all, just kind of be like, all right, we're just gonna play around. But I've been on dates where people were like extra competitive about the pool, and then they're like, come on, we're gonna shoot pool, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll play pool, and then like I do it, and then like I miss my turn, and then that's when they get like extra serious, and like a person who gets a ball in a pocket, they just keep going. So I'm just standing there. Putting that stuff on the stick, like this is not fun.
That's not fun.
They just play by themselves.
Shame on that date.
No one's trying to
Thinking
be
it's
like,
terrible, man.
oh, no one's trying to move in. Let me show you how to play pool.
Right, that's how it's supposed to go,
Over
right?
the table here.
Let's go back to where he said something about it's watching paint dry. Baseball.
Oh, baseball fan is speaking up for baseball. Look out.
We can go at it now.
What do you got against baseball?
I have nothing against baseball.
The man played baseball.
I played baseball. I tried out for the Indians coming out of high school.
He's a very good baseball player. I can vouch for him.
I can't stand watching it.
So you're mad because you didn't get picked?
No, I'm not mad.
That's why you're
No.
you're doing that?
No, I love baseball. I will defend baseball to the day that I die.
But you said it was like watching paint dry.
I don't like watching it
Why not?
because it's like
Forever.
watching paint dry, man. It's just boring. It's boring, especially when I know the ins and outs of baseball, so I know what the pitcher's trying to do in this particular situation. And I'm watching him; he can't get the ball where he wants the ball to go to. It's like, really, dude? Like, come on, man, just throw it over the plate. This dude bat 105. He ain't hit a ball in 2 weeks. He's not gonna hit it now. Just throw it. But
See, it's like I can't watch a whole baseball game, but I can sit and watch the Daytona 500 for like 4.5 hours.
Right.
And I can watch the entire 4.5 and won't turn away. And I watch I watch those cars go around that track for that whole 4.5 hours. Nothing happened. But I'll sit there and watch the thing. But baseball, I'll be like, man, what the? I'm like, I'm gonna go.
In the words of
Something about
in the
watching
words
Watch
of
the dog, paint the room.
I don't know if I could go that far, but
But see, that's
feel
an
you,
awkward
though.
thing or whatever. It's like car racing, or like I can sit and just be like,
I used to watch
Left turn.
racing. Well, that's because I didn't have cable when I
Left
first
turn.
lived on my own, so I would just always watch the race
Left
cars.
turn.
And the day I watched it was the day Dale Earnhardt crashed and died on the thing.
serious?
And
Great
that's
way
when
to
I
start.
realized, like, this is dangerous. So then I watch it more. Like,
Really?
I got you. I feel that because you watching
never
for the
seen it
crash
like
from now
that.
on. I mean, not
No.
all right.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I watch hockey just to watch fights.
My
I do.
sister plays
I
hockey.
see.
Right.
plays
Same
hockey?
thing.
Yeah,
What's she
my
play hockey
sister.
for?
My sister plays hockey for the Ohio Flames. She's older now, so she does coaching and stuff like that. And she was the first African American hockey player for Shaker Heights High School.
Wow! Shout out.
Yeah, we got
to
first
her.
African American. We done
But they can't check in female hockey.
Oh, that
They can't
sucks.
check in female.
Well, what you got some famous family and whatever yourself, D-Host? What you got?
I don't know. Oh, I'm
Himself.
related to Joke and Me, aka Jodeci.
Oh,
Really?
Jodeci.
Yeah, the Haleys. That's my
Really?
Nice.
yeah.
Oh,
My mother.
Okay.
grandfather, yeah, them.
gotcha.
They used to be like, Ma, I ain't never seen another family reunion, so it ain't real. She was like, yeah.
Hey, can you
I was like, okay.
can you do me a favor and give Fantasia my number? I like Fantasia. She
All
can
I want
sing.
to do was go down there and ask
She
him,
can sing.
what'd you do with all
Sure.
the money?
Oh,
You
that's
gave
no
it to the
doubt.
wrong side of the family.
Right.
I'd still help you make money. Trust me.
Right.
You guys are funny. But I guess we're going to break here.
Yeah, I hear the music.
So we'll be right back. This is the Hood Point.
Yeah, when we come back, I got something I got to get off my chest too.
Oh,
Hair.
man.
Yeah, I got some stuff to get off my chest about something.
All right. So I guess we'll be back.
It's
the Hood Point on the MSC Radio Network.
Cause them C's ain't shit to me. East Easy and tree, blunts and beans, throwing up bees, working breasts, sipping lean. Sheesh, I love the 216.
User friendly and ready to serve. MorningshowCentral.com. Yo, it's Woody. Now, I know a thing or two about women, and I want to help all the ladies out there take care of their men. Happy Endings Orgasmically Organic Massage Oil. Yeah, I said orgasmically organic, made right here in Cleveland. Now, no other product delivers this level of purity and performance. It's guaranteed to improve your overall experience and keeps that sensitive skin soft and smooth. Guys, don't be a tool. You're doing it anyway. Might as well do it right. Get your happy ending at happyendingsoil.com. That's happyendingsoil.com. With hundreds of live weather products and layers and thousands of combinations, Weather Studio provides a professional graphics and storm monitoring solution without complex user knowledge and without the industry standard price tag of $1,000 plus broadcast systems. Weather Studio displays a plethora of critical atmospheric and geophysical data on an interactive GIS-enabled computer map. Get your free 14-day trial of Weather Studio at their website, weatherstudio.paulmarv.com. That's weatherstudio.paulmarv.com. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Pete 99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right.
Oh, wow. Language.
Okay, he was PMSing.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Call the show toll free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on morningshowcentral.com. If you have a product or service, let people know about it. Get your message out there and advertise on MSC Radio Network. It's easier than you think, and the whole planet is listening. Find out how you can advertise. Email Chris at morningshowcentral.com.
I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran into a black man's arms.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Lakewood Computer, located at 14035 Madison Avenue in Lakewood, has it all. If you're in need of computer repairs or want to cut the cost of ink cartridges and printing supplies, count on Lakewood Computer in Lakewood, Ohio to provide it all. For the past 5 years, Lakewood Computer has been providing you with a huge assortment of computer equipment and services at very competitive prices. Lakewood Computer purchases and sells pre-owned desktops, laptops, and related equipment. And they offer outstanding prices on aftermarket printing supplies, including toner cartridges and ink cartridges. With 29 years of professional experience, Lakewood Computer is highly confident in their ability to enhance your overall computing experience. Check them out online at joeslakewoodcomputer.com. That's joeslakewoodcomputer.com. Or give them a call toll free, 855-580-0768. That's 855-580-0768. Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits. A 99.5% uptime guarantee and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now.
I know. Oh my God, I know what we're gonna do. Oh, it's so delicious I can almost taste it.
If you're looking for the best sub shop in town, look no further. Hanini Subs, located at 7310 Lorraine Avenue, is the place for you. Stop in for a cold cut sub, cheeseburger and fries, wingdings and fries, and so much more.
And almost taste it.
Hanini Subs at 7310 Lorraine Avenue is open 24 hours a day. Check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/burrito crazy. And if you mention MSC Radio Network, you'll get $1 off your meal. It's all good at Hanini Subs.
So damn good.
If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com. User-friendly and ready to serve. MorningShowCentral.com.
Oh, wow. Language.
Okay, he was PMSing.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network.
I'm sitting here like, what?
No. You know, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you back to the hood. Point on the MSC Radio Network. Work.
Yes, as you notice, Keith is looking a lot more beautiful today.
Right. Yes, he is. You know, the dreads is really swept back today. You know, but the ponytail is flopping. You know, he went on that weight loss and everything. You know, with the bleaching of the skin. You know,
full body transformation.
You know,
he's shrunk and everything.
Hey,
thank God for that. Nah,
yes,
shout out to my man.
Keith, you can come back more often.
Making it.
Nah, shout out to my man Keith making the biscuits,
making the donuts, the biscuits,
donuts, all that good stuff. So yeah, fellas, man. So I said I had
going back in. Go ahead.
All right, man. You know I always got people be making me mad, and I actually got two things I want to grind my gears about.
Okay, one.
If I hear another person talk about this Jive Incognito, Jonathan Martin mess, I swear, man, I'm gonna start cracking people to the white meat, man, because it's getting annoying, man.
To the white meat.
To the white meat, man. I am so sick and tired.
Man.
Every time I open my phone, I go to my ESPN app. That's the first thing that's on there. I turn the TV on, CNBC or MSNBC, whatever that channel is. They talking about it. They got Jonathan surrounded by photographers going into the. Who
looking
cares?
Very soft. Looking very, very soft.
Yeah.
Oh, but I didn't say that.
Yeah, yes, you did. He does look very soft.
Like
now I understand why he was getting bullied.
Like I said, you know, there's
looking like a 360-pound pump.
Those are 3 sides, you know.
Oh, there's 3 sides every store.
But I don't know. This one looking like 2 sides might have been cavorting together.
Yeah,
man,
that would be interesting. Now then, that removes the N-word from the whole equation.
Brother.
That takes bullying right out the whole equation.
Right.
I just caught what side you were talking about.
Exactly.
It does kind of though. When guys get overly emotional, especially I hate to stereotype, but I mean it's just the way that it is. When guys get overly emotional about things that they typically wouldn't get emotional, I hate to say it, but some people be like, okay, like after you take away the facts, like, so like, are you guys like together? You know what I mean? Because it's like, why would you be that upset, like, and then drag it and then do that, unless it was like a
she
bigger.
Said it. I didn't.
Well, I said it. But
I was thinking it, but she said it.
Like there's something deeper than that, and then like
I
can't,
agree.
Like, say it. I hate to say it, but you know what I mean?
That's a good say.
You know, most
that's
people,
a very good say. Very good say.
But I think the media itself, if you look at it as a whole, you know, I think they can take they using the N-word is kind of keeping the race part in there, but technically it's not. The biggest issue is the bullying. And I think, to me, if you want to concentrate on the bullying, that's fine, do the bullying. But then you want to go and take the race, because now everybody talks about is the N-word. That's all they talk about. Is the white guy beating on the little brother.
Okay, let's break this all down. Like I
But it's
agree.
media.
I agree.
It's media. That's what the media wants. That keeps it alive. That's why you're on your ESPN phone.
But now let's break down the whole situation. It went from the bullying, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like I say, everybody was, he got bullied. And then when it started coming out, that people started thinking, like, this man is 6'6", 300 and something pounds. Why didn't he just say no? You know what I'm saying? So when they got past that, then it was like, Incognito used the N-word to
in public.
Some text, some text to him or something.
Yeah. Right.
So what?
That was just like the extra that they pulled out because
it was a distraction.
It didn't really have anything to do with it. How can you be a bully?
No.
I mean, no, I'm pretty sure it does happen where people are more. Just because you're a football player doesn't mean you're not like always tough in the mind and stuff like that. But I'm just saying the game on the field definitely carries over to what's in the locker room. So I can't imagine these huge people are on the field right before they get each other like, hey, I saw your mom last night. She looks great. You're awesome. I'm going to tackle you now. They're probably like, yeah, I'm going to, go in. Nobody says that stuff. Don't understand
It's an aggressive game.
Yes, it is.
Exactly. It's nothing...
And I don't want to be a jerk.
The movie, the program.
I said all this last week. The dude is just soft. It's nothing.
I'm so sick of him sitting up here with look like he got lip gloss on his lip.
Right, and pancake. It looked like he can't. Dude, he was made up coming out of the thing, and then
Well, they have to put that on if he doesn't want to shine.
He was.
It's ridiculous, man. It's so ridiculous. I'm so sick of him. Looking like he got some Camex or Carmax or whatever that stuff is. He didn't put it on.
Well,
I can't even comment after that. He didn't want to shine.
Well,
he's a football player. We just went through. He's a football player.
I try to put it in perspective, like, well, what if that was my child? And my son is 7. And it was a similar situation, but they were, playing cops and robbers on the playground. He got tackled. He was like, oh, I got tackled. So the teacher came and, shut down the game. So then he cried and was like, everybody was, mad, and they were looking at me. I was like, I would have been pissed off, too. Like, dude, you just shut down the whole game just because you got tackled. So I'm like, what if my son played football, and he called me, like, Mom, I've been getting bullied on the team.
Right.
I want to hear this. What you say?
I would be like,
suck it up.
Are you effing kidding me? Like, are they physically abusing you, or is this just verbal? And then if he's like, but
Mom, it's verbal.
He called me the N-word. And if he's as old as the guy is and has gone through school, and I'm sure that's happened before, you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, that this is, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you listen to music when you're with him? And, just certain things, it's just kind of weird.
Well, they gave him the title.
I'm riding with you, and it's good to hear a woman say all that.
It
feel bad when I say it, because I'm like, man, am I going too hard on this dude?
I know. All I know
No, they made a big conference like, I'm coming back to football, but did you, retire and leave and leave?
You just walked off the job.
You took a time out. And
he walked away from $1 million some dollars. What man, what human being... what pack of human beings can make you walk away from $1 million right now? Name them. I can't name any. I don't care if it's 15 Mike Tysons.
What's the dude?
They ain't gonna walk me off.
Ricky. What's his name? He walked away because he wanted to be earthly and smoke weed and stuff like that.
Ricky Williams.
Yeah, and then he came back.
He came back. He needed more weed money.
But he wasn't getting bullied.
He needed more weed money. I had some good connects when I was playing in the game.
Right.
Y'all street level dudes ain't worth it.
He was holistic.
I need my linebacker Pablo. I'm sure the NFL got a number. Y'all got a number that you can call to get the good stuff. Man. And when you're not in the league, you don't get the number no more. It changes.
I do believe though, if a person does use the N-word, I feel as though if it is brought up and someone says that they do feel a certain way about it, I feel like that person needs to explain, why do you feel like it is okay for you to say it? Because I myself have been around a white person, and they're always around black people. And then it got to a point where we were drinking one day, and she said something like, yeah, and I gotta go because I gotta go pick up these. And I was like, whoa, and I was like, really? And then I kind of okay, she's drunk, But then it happened again. I was like, could you please not say that by me? And the only reason I honestly felt offended is because she told me her excuse is because she's around hip hop and this all the time. But when we got with another person and they asked her to take her on 131st, she was like, that's where they shoot people. That's the hood. They kill people over there. And my thought was, well, you're using a word where it's used there, and if you're going to use it, you're going to have to use it while other people use it, and if that's how you feel, then that's what you have to agree with. You can't say it and be like, okay, now I'm like going to beat your place because I'm not going on 131st. Like, that doesn't make sense.
So you can't
So if
be
you say
contradictory
it,
with it.
yeah.
I can't be, what's the word? Use of convenience.
Right, you can't
Yeah.
be comfortable when it's comfortable for you.
Right.
But I'm not going to go all the way in when everybody says it in music.
Right. And you got a great point. Like if some people's valid, I mean, their points are just invalid or just stupid. I mean, that's, and you got every right to say it. And that's a great way to handle it. If you don't feel comfortable, just say, hey, you know, I don't feel comfortable. Right. You cut it out.
Thing is the urban influence alone, which people still haven't grasped. The urban influence alone on the inner city is ridiculous. But also when you start outreaching to the suburbs, prime example, Miley Cyrus twerking. The twerk team, official twerk team, have been twerking for at least 4 or 5 years. Built an empire on it.
Yes.
Of twerking. All of a sudden, Miley does it, and all of a sudden, it's something like, if I was them, I'd have been like, wow, you know, we've been doing this for a long time. You know, we have outlasted all the official when it first came out. We are the official twerk team. Official. And now Miley does it, and all of a sudden it's like she puts the stamp of approval on it because it was Miley who did it. You know, and then for them, you know, it's kind of like now I see now they're teaching it. Now they started classes, and now they're about to go on tour. So now they're taking advantage of it. It's like, you know,
Glee made a whole episode of
twerk team. They are now teaching classes.
The show Glee, and I love Glee. My kid likes, you know, like because usually and all that. You know what I'm saying? But even him, he was like, ew. There's guys that are twerking. I'm like, I know,
outrageous.
Right?
It's crossing over. It's
like I had to change
now.
channel. It was weird.
Hold it.
If I see one of our sons twerking,
yes,
I'm gonna pull my belt off and whip one of our sons.
If I see one of your sons twerking, don't be offended, but I'm gonna whoop them.
I want you to. Thank you.
I'm whooping
Please.
it. Uncle Sean is going in on everybody.
Uncle Eric is going in hard.
Oh man, we could fist fight after and hug it out, but I'm not.
You know, it's gonna be one of them whippings where you each hit is like in between a letter. I told you not to twerk in front of.
Never. No.
It made me. Go get me another belt.
Just let me know what you're gonna do so I can get it on film.
Oh my goodness.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, no.
Oh, that's terrible.
So both of them together, whatever, was like, and you let him. You getting it for letting him do it.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
You guilty by circumstance.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick out another
I'm
belt.
there with the tripod and camera.
Man,
Why? First of all, why are guys even doing that?
Because it is allowed.
Can somebody call me and let me
no
know
rules.
what is the reason?
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you
rules.
exactly why. There's so many absent males in these guys' lives, and that's the reason why, man.
Let me ask. I'm sorry. I don't want to be unfair. Are these straight guys that is doing this?
This is what had me crazy. I told her, okay, so on Glee, there's on
had to go
Glee
there,
they
didn't
do
you?
have
You just had to go
homosexual
there.
characters.
Right.
But they also have straight characters. So when I watched it the first time the homosexual twerked, I was like, oh, okay, because that's like his thing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But then the teacher was like, no, we're going to start a class and you can just go, because they were like, we can't do it. And he was like, you just go like this. And then like another straight guy who was like captain of the football team was like, he tried to throw in like a little fact. He was like, twerking was originated in Atlanta. And it was like, they threw in a little fact. And then after that, it was over. He was like, just go like this. So it was like straight people, gay people. And my son was just like freaked out. I was like, change the channel.
He should have been freaked out.
See, and that's what I'm saying. It's little things like that where, you know, she's like, okay, she sees that. He's like, okay, let's change. There was a whole bunch of parents that sat there and still watched it like, oh my God, that's cool. And she was like, no. She saw her child was affected.
But let's just say, there are people that will let their daughters who are like, I don't even think, I mean, 13, you're at that age, you're experimenting, but like even under that, I don't really want to see them.
I don't want to see your baby twerking. I don't want to see your 3-year-old twerking. I don't want to see your 6-year-old. I don't think it's cute. I don't think it's funny. There's nothing funny about it.
And the problem with it now, especially when it comes to like teenagers, in this day and age, a teenager that's 15 looks 25.
Yeah.
So you don't know what you're doing. It's funny. I seen a dude on Facebook. It was so funny. The dude put up. He was like, man, it had to come to an end. She lied about her age.
Oh no!
What does that mean?
Chester was the case that they gave him.
So
Chester.
apparently the guy was dating some girl, and I guess she lied about her age. And he was like, yeah. So people was like, why? It was like, really? He was like, oh, you serious, dude? He was like, yeah. He was like, no, you know, and it's like, you know,
you don't
know, like for him, you know, it's like, wow, you know, and that's what I'm saying, you know, so you got these 15-year-olds that look at 25, you know, because to me, all these videos, sharing a twerk video is almost like being responsible for passing off pornography. You don't know how old that chick is in that video.
True.
So when people be sharing these videos of, you know, all this little ratchetness that goes on or whatever like that or whatever, to me, you're almost committing. It's so fine a line. They can say that you were committing a crime.
You know, here's a perfect example.
That's a good point.
I went to Peabody's for the Corey Guns concert.
Okay.
And it was like a big variety of people, but there were a lot more younger white girls than I usually had seen out at the club. And I mean, they were like wasted, you know what I'm saying? And they were twerking, had the little leggings on. And I was like laughing with my friend. I'm like, oh my God, look at all these like girls in here, all these white girls in here, like twerking, they're crazy. And usually I take pictures of like everything that's going on. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I was like, I don't really know. Because I was like, they're probably not even old enough to be in here. And then I go in the bathroom and like two of the girls that were there are in the corner like, Mom, what are you talking about? I'm over at my friend's house. I'm not even anywhere. Oh my God. And I was like, now see? Yeah.
That gives it away when they start talking. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That gives it away.
She's like, you're bugging out, Mom. Stop. You're ruining my night. I was like,
all I think of is when I hear that is this.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
Oh, not Chris Hansen.
Yes. Come on in, pedophile.
So what were you gonna do with that
have a beverage?
That hard Mike's lemonade? You just gonna drink? You just gonna drink that?
Just bring it up.
Right. You got a 6-pack and
some condoms. What are y'all gonna do? You gonna explain to her about how to use the candles?
I mean, she's 16. Did you think it was the balloons?
Yeah. You gotta make some.
You bought the wrong section.
Gonna make some animal art. I mean,
no. They always are the protector. They say, I want to teach them about bad people. It's just an example.
That's a good.
Tell them what not to do.
Good answer. Ding, 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 ding. Survey says.
Right. Oh man. Nice. So with that, now you know I had one more problem.
Oh, sorry about that. 2.
Problem number 2.
Uh-oh.
What's my man Winston that's down in Florida State?
Oh, the quarterback?
Yes.
My God.
I want them to leave this brother alone. I want them to leave the brother alone.
Why do you want them to leave him alone?
Because I want to find out whoever sent the file over to the state, what school he went to.
Right.
I got a funny feeling that there's a conspiracy out on this man and they're trying to railroad him for the Heisman Trophy, because I got a funny feeling he is the front runner for the Heisman Trophy. And all of a sudden now, they want to bring a case that was closed from a year ago,
right,
on this guy and open it back up again on him.
What's the case?
He was, and back in 2012, he was accused of sexual assault. The girl that accused it said the guy was like 5'7", 5'9". Winston is 6'4", 6'5". There's 2 witnesses that have written reports that said he was not the person that did it. They closed the case. A year later, they turned it over to the state, and now they're looking to press charges on this guy. Right at the point now where the Heisman Trophy, we don't know. Nobody can answer why it took a whole year for them to turn the case over to the state. Nobody can answer why the state is even trying to pursue it. Even the girl doesn't even want to press charges on him anymore.
It's out of her hands.
It's out of her hands now. So I have a funny feeling that they're messing with this guy.
Wow, that's crazy.
If it's not from like the University of Miami, I want to know if the guy has any ties with Johnny Manziel, who's the number 2 running guy. You know I got my conspiracies now.
No, hey, it got nothing to do with Johnny Football. He don't care.
Hey, his people got money.
But he don't care. Trust me.
Hey, what's the best thing to do to get...
He got a
Johnny Manziel is the closest person to being the next Archie Griffin.
His people's got beyond football money. They don't need
And
that.
my point exactly. They can railroad this brother from winning the trophy for their son can get it
two
again.
Heisman's and the first round.
That's a big conspiracy.
Yeah, that's pretty.
But it,
I'm just saying. I just have a problem with this brother, man. The girl said the person that did it was like 5'7", 5'9". This brother like 6'5".
Definitely.
And it was over a year ago.
Maybe they feel like he grew a lot. He had a growth spurt.
And then you really?
I'm just saying. I don't know.
Oh,
It's just a lawyer in me. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, man.
It's just a lawyer.
Hey, all I know is too bad Bobby Donald isn't real. You know about the practice. You know who Bobby Donald is. Bobby Donald got everybody named Mama off.
Yes.
Hey.
That's all I'm saying.
And
He was
Matt
better. He was
Lock.
better. He was better than Johnny.
I just want them to
Matlock.
leave the brother alone.
Matlock
That's
was
all I'm
undefeated.
saying.
Matlock's
man.
pretty good too.
My man is in line to win the Heisman Trophy.
Yeah.
I want them to leave
yeah.
him alone, man. That's all I'm
Oh,
asking.
that won't stop him. He'll beat that.
Well, hey, no. All I gotta say is, if they press charges, he will be suspended. According to Florida Sports Athletics, if any player is charged with a felony, you're immediately suspended from the team. Any athletic sports gets suspended. That's going to ruin his Heisman thing.
Yeah,
that's why I'm saying I want them to leave the brother alone.
Yeah, that'd be horrible.
well, that's what they usually do, though, when someone's doing. I wasn't there. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But like when people do start to move forward, people always
start finding stuff.
Like with Charles Ramsey.
Yeah.
So at this point in time,
you're like crazy.
say bring it to trial and the girl doesn't testify. Does she go to jail now? Or doesn't want to testify? Or
No.
It's not in her hands.
Or all of a sudden,
No,
her regulation becomes. I don't know. I don't know.
If the prosecution picks it up, it doesn't matter if the person is going to press charges.
Exactly. The state has it now. That's all them. They can still.
So how do they go to a trial with two
No
people that saying
witness.
it wasn't him and then the witness that's like, I don't know.
That's what makes it tough.
Why do you waste my money?
That's why I
as
say
a
I don't think
taxpayer,
they're
I
gonna
would
get
then
it.
be looking like.
Yeah, I don't
You're
think
generally wasting
I'm
money.
like you. I don't think it's going to go any further. But
like you said, just for that logic alone,
Yeah.
it's going to be hard to prove
again, you know
because nobody's coming forward and saying, "Hey, it's him." Or
my biggest issue is the timing. The timing is horrible.
Yeah,
the timing is horrible.
I think another interesting thing that's for our beautiful justice system doesn't work, but think about the young lady in Detroit.
What, the one
They
shot in the face?
The one that shot in the face. You know, they finally charged the guy yesterday.
The one who she was on her porch?
Yes.
Yep.
That was trying to get help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they finally charged him. Now, to me, this is one of the prime examples I see where they don't understand the disparity between how people get treated when crimes happen.
Yeah.
And my whole thing is about just the whole process. If someone white has an accident, stumbles upon my porch, and I shoot them in the face, I am at the 5th District that night.
Yes.
There's no ifs, no ands,
Right.
no buts. I am there that night.
Yes.
This happened almost 2 weeks ago, and he only went to jail because he got charged. There was nothing, and that's why I always have the problem. That's the issue. Is like, you know, it's always benefit of the doubt. It's always displayed, you know, and like I say, and I think they don't understand that issue. It's like if it was somebody of color who would have did that to somebody of any other color, they would have went to jail that night, and that's the issue. Was like, you know, we go to jail immediately. Immediately.
Yep.
It's like go to jail, and then if we found out it wasn't you, we'll let you go.
You got 72 hours. They invoke that. You got 70. I can hold you to
so
72
to me,
hours.
what's the process? What's the real true process? How does it actually work? Do you go to jail when you charge, or do you accuse, or I mean, what's the true process?
You want the real talk? It's who got the best lawyer.
Yep.
The lawyer can keep you out of all that, regardless of what color. Green talks, believe that.
Sure does.
Then, like you said, it's, you know, you hate to say it, but it does seem like it's a.
I mean, we
color
say that,
disparity.
but like as just me being an African American female, like I don't like when people be like, oh, like African American people are like super sensitive, you know, like super sensitive. Like this is like a race thing. Like I'm older now, so I'm just now starting to see things for pretty much what they are. I never used to think like that.
Right.
But I do try to put myself in other people's shoes, you know. So I had to take a step back and say, if there was no color, if he was a pink person and she was a pink person, and I'm in my house and somebody is like boom, 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 and they said that she did have a certain amount of, you know, marijuana, and she was like a level, and they're probably frantic, like, and person, I'd be like, wait, hold up. You know what I'm saying? Pink
Right.
person. What is going on? You know, but after I thought about that and I take myself away, I don't still see myself being like, oh my God, I'm going to shoot you. You know, like that was just like unnecessary.
And I didn't even open my screen door.
You never opened the door, so it's not like you felt like you were under
I shot you through the screen.
attack.
Any duress, any
But if I was
anything.
pink and you were pink, I would honestly be like, oh fuck. I would probably even tell someone, like, you know, there's some crazy pink person on my porch right now that is tripping. Should I open the door or should I not open the door? Girl, you better not open the door. Oh, okay.
Somebody.
True that.
Go to bed.
But y'all know, in the hood, you know, we say we guilty until proven innocent.
True.
Man.
True.
And the stigma.
And it's always, as soon as you get in them handcuffs, you guilty. You got to prove your innocence once you get down there.
Exactly.
That-
So it's like last night.
Good point.
I went down to West 6, to film something or whatever, but I wound up being stuck on West 6. And the events of the night that happened, you just couldn't. I came across, a couple when I first got down there. Seen them out in the middle of the street hugging and holding each other in front of the Renaissance. I'm like, oh,
They was doing it?
No, they was holding.
Oh, okay.
It was one of them cute couple moments.
Okay,
I'm like, okay,
all right.
I drove past. I parked the car. I go past. I see some buses. Some black people come out between these buses. I'm like, damn, they got dope. They all drunk and stumbling or whatever. One girl, where's Tequila Ranch at? I'm like, it's down West 6 that way. Like, where? The other end of the block. So, I'm on Superior. So, we're right there, right across. So you can see that whole parking lot. You see right to the corner.
Right.
St. Clair. So I'm like, it's over there. They like, okay. So somebody's birthday, this girl, she could barely walk. She couldn't walk. It was more like a slump.
Oh.
What's her stance at this point? I say, why are y'all trying to get to the Tequila Ranch? She can't even get to the corner.
She need to sit down.
Exactly. So I see, I go down, the West 6, everything's doing their usual thing, blah, blah, blah. I guess eventually they made it because all of a sudden I see her back crossing against the green light.
With the stumble.
No shoes on. Just stumbling. Her girl behind her it looked kind of like awkward because the girl looked like she had a leash on her or something, like she was trying to hold her up. She's like, "Get your ass up!" So I saw that. So I'm talking to shout out to my man Jackie, the horse and carriage dude. So me and him just chatting or whatever. I see them walk past. I'm like, "Boy, West 6 is crazy." He's like, "Yeah, it is." So I go back to leave. Who do I see laying on the sidewalk?
The girl.
With no shoes.
They on the sidewalk with her family, her people trying to get her up. Girl, get out the gutter. No! No! They standing over her trying to get her up. She's like, no! I'm like, this shit is hilarious. So I leave that. So I'm like, okay, I go to my car. I say, well, let me go see my cousin that works in the hotel. I go see her and the cousin. As soon as I go up to her, that's what I see. The same couple that was out in the street. They come off the elevator with the police. I'm like, oh, what you guys are people having sex in the hotel? She was like, in the middle of the hallway. I'm like, what?
Yeah, shout out to them getting it.
The police was putting them out. They ain't got no room, but they can't have sex in the hallway. So she's like, yeah, I seen them earlier. They was in the bar doing their thing. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So I'm like, okay. So I go get some more footage from the square or whatever. I go to walk to my car. Now where my car is, all I hear is like, bitch, what? Nigga, what? Nothing. Then I hear. So I go down. The 3 dudes that was with the drunk party was beating some dude down on the parking lot fence. He like, no, help me, police, please, no, stop. And he bundled up, and they like,
they giving them the business.
So they run. So the girl was there. So where I was standing at was Expedition Jeep Wrangler. She sat down in between them on the ground. I'm like, oh. So they run back to the car. They start chasing dude for a minute. Then they run back to the car. And now you know how brothers get all amped. Oh yeah, yeah, I got something. He's like, get the Uzi, get the Roscoe. They go into the car. I'm like, damn. It's like, y'all ain't got no damn guns. Y'all just being extra right now. So they're gonna shirts coming off or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So the one dude come out. And he like this. So he was looking for the girl. At that moment, while he was doing that, this girl politely laid down and rolled under the Jeep. Stomach, face on the concrete, and went to sleep.
No.
While I was standing there, I was like, this is crazy. This is
hey, at least she was smart enough to roll under the Jeep.
Just because she was drunk.
And
she probably thought it was going to be a little warmer.
She thought guns was coming out, and she just rolled under there for safety.
Yeah, once she rolled over that Jeep, she was flat.
I'm just gonna.
And you got a camera and you didn't get any of it?
I was waiting for my moment, Chris. You took my time, man.
No, I did not take.
Oh my goodness! I was waiting for him to get to the end of his story to ask that.
I was with all this. I enjoyed the entire moment. Man. I was like, no,
I love the people people that got arrested. I hope that they're a real couple.
Exactly. That's shout out to them because man,
all I know is after
that
they was running around looking for the guy. I said, y'all not looking for y'all peoples, whatever. So they was coming. He was like, that's okay. The dude got the camera. He got the camera on us. He got the cameras out. I was like, nah, I really ain't recording you, but your people's under the Jeep. They was like, what? She under the Jeep. So then it was a dude that was waiting for the bus. He was standing next to me because I was telling him that the chick was under the Jeep. He didn't hear me. So then they went to Jeep. They like, oh, bitch, get out. So they pulling her from under the Jeep. She was kind of healthier girl. And they trying to drag her from under the Jeep, but the space between the Jeep and the thing was real close. So you can't really maneuver too much, but she was like almost under
Chris said again, he had a camera, and we don't have no footage.
You had a camera, but you didn't use it?
Oh,
man,
my
look,
God.
I just wanted to tell the story because the footage really wouldn't put it in perspective or whatever.
I wonder if I know.
Well, you had to narrate it. You had to narrate it, man.
If I'd have had the camera on them, that's the whole thing.
That's true. That's true.
They wouldn't have did it. Would have had the camera. That was the whole thing. So they pulling her from under the Jeep. They get her up from under the Jeep or whatever. As they're pulling her from under the Jeep, the brother who they was beating up come around the corner with the police running. He running and the police is in the car. So he coming up. I'm looking at them like, hey y'all, dude coming with the police. I don't know what y'all gonna do, but here come the police. So the one dude, he was like, out. He got that casual walk away.
I ain't with them.
Wow. That's just funny because I know the casual walk away. Everybody did it.
Everybody good there.
Oh yeah,
So
I'm a dude. You be like, wait.
Not her name. Shout out to Miracle, whoever you were, but her name was Miracle. He like, Miracle, get up, girl. So it was her brother. He's like, man, thank you for telling me that my sister was on the thing, man. I didn't know where she was at, man, because I saw him looking for her. So he was just that little razzle state of, man, I know Miracle around here somewhere. Where the hell she go?
She hosts the lifesaver.
Right. So I told him about the sister under the Jeep or whatever. So at that point in time, the police come, so a little short cop come around. He's like, oh, so as soon as he get in the parking lot, he got the weapon drawn because the one that walk away was about 10 cars around. He like, where you going? I'm like, you ain't going too far.
Right.
The one dude, the dreadhead dude, he came out from the thing in the car. He was trying to pick her up. He's like, damn, she heavy as hell. Then he's trying to start walking away. So then when he came out from behind the Jeep, dude was like, the dreadhead dude, him. He was one of the dudes that hit me. So by that time, the dude in the police car, the other policeman got out. He came up behind me, and he kind of moved me to the side. He's like, I think you might want to move it away. So he started unclipping his. I was like, oh, you ain't got to tell me twice.
You had the casual walk away, too.
I'm going to get the pedestrian casual walk away. So I'm getting the walk away. They got them on the car, getting them on the Jeep.
Hold that thought. We're going to give everybody a chance to breathe.
The synapse.
We're getting to wrap it up. Box
hey, man,
right
you
now.
know what, man? You're going to have to take this seat and sit down.
Man,
that's
you got to finish that
Brother
story.
Young is about to...
Thought.
Hey,
oh, you out of here?
Brother Young going to have to leave. I got to go.
Man, well, peace out to E-Rumble.
I have to go to a memorial.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Condolences to the family.
Auntie Kathy.
Yes.
So,
Peace,
I'll be back. But before I go and we wrap up, I just want to say shout out to my nephew last night, Benedictine. They won last night 52-35. My nephew got in the game. He was making tackles. He was making tackles in the game. He is a freshman. Be on the lookout. Benedictine in a few years. Yes, on varsity.
It is.
Yes.
Congrats.
So
it is. Lil D.
Shout out to my nephew, Lil D. Hope that knee is better because he left out of the game at the end with a banged up knee. But I know my nephew tough. He shake it off. He'll be back.
Yeah, Martin. He shook it off.
He shook it off.
All right. Well, this is the Hood Point on the MSC Radio Network. We'll be back with that crazy story by G Host.
Yeah.
Come on back.
User friendly and ready to serve. MorningShowCentral.com. Yo, it's Woody. Now, I know a thing or two about women, and I want to help all the ladies out there take care of their men. Happy Endings Orgasmically Organic Massage Oil. Yeah, I said orgasmically organic, made right here in Cleveland. Now, no other product delivers this level of purity and performance. It's guaranteed to improve your overall experience and keeps that sensitive skin soft and smooth. Guys, don't be a tool. You're doing it anyway. Might as well do it right. Get your happy ending at happyendingsoil.com. That's happyendingsoil.com. With hundreds of live weather products and layers and thousands of combinations, Weather Studio provides a professional graphics and storm monitoring solution without complex user knowledge and without the industry standard price tag of $1,000 plus broadcast systems. Weather Studio displays a plethora of critical atmospheric and geophysical data on an interactive GIS-enabled computer map. Get your free 14-day trial of Weather Studio at their website, weatherstudio.paulmarv.com. That's weatherstudio.paulmarv.com. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Pete 99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right.
Oh, wow. Language.
Okay, he was PMSing.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Call the show toll free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on morningshowcentral.com. If you have a product or service, let people know about it. Get your message out there and advertise on MSC Radio Network. It's easier than you think, and the whole planet is listening. Find out how you can advertise. Email Chris at morningshowcentral.com.
I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran into a black man's arms.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Lakewood Computer, located at 14035 Madison Avenue in Lakewood, has it all. If you're in need of computer repairs or want to cut the cost of ink cartridges and printing supplies, count on Lakewood Computer in Lakewood, Ohio to provide it all. For the past 5 years, Lakewood Computer has been providing you with a huge assortment of computer equipment and services at very competitive prices. Lakewood Computer purchases and sells pre-owned desktops, laptops, and related equipment. And they offer outstanding prices on aftermarket printing supplies, including toner cartridges and ink cartridges. With 29 years of professional experience, Lakewood Computer is highly confident in their ability to enhance your overall computing experience. Check them out online at joeslakewoodcomputer.com. That's joeslakewoodcomputer.com. Or give them a call toll-free, 855-580-0768. That's 855-580-0768. Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now.
I know. Oh my God, I know what we're gonna do. Oh, it's so delicious, I can almost taste it.
If you're looking for the best sub shop in town, look no further. Hanini Subs, located at 7310 Lorraine Avenue, is the place for you. Stop in for a cold cut sub, cheeseburger and fries, wingdings and fries, and so much more.
I can almost taste it.
Hanini Subs at 7310 Lorraine Avenue is open 24 hours a day. Check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/burrito crazy. And if you mention MSC Radio Network, you'll get $1 off your meal. It's all good at Hanini Subs.
So damn good.
If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com. User-friendly and ready to serve. MorningShowCentral.com.
Oh, wow. Language.
Okay, he was PMSing.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network.
I wake up in the morning, trying to get paid, getting closer to the devil every penny that I made. Thoughts going black, lungs growing black. Other side won't be there with their guns drawn back, but I'm getting to the
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Boy, we just coming in and out of breaks on some just craziness. But before we get back to the Tales of West 6, we're going to give a shout out to Joe's Lakewood Computer for desktop, laptop, sales and service, buy, resale, use computers. It's 216-409-1656. Joe's is great. I've been in business for many years. Go check out Joe's Lakewood Computers if you need to get that computer fixed, taken care of, all you need. Joe's is the man. Thank you, Joe, for being a sponsor. We appreciate y'all. I'm sorry.
Thank you,
We
Joe.
appreciate your professionalism and handling, taking care of that. We really do. So check out Joe's Lakewood Computer for all your computer service needs. Also for printing.
Number.
Oh, yes, the number is 216-409-1656. That's 216-409-16. I'm sorry. I hate when people do that. It's 216-409-1656. That's 216-409-1656. Thank you very much, Joe's Lakewood Computer.
What mood I'm in.
All right, now back to the craziness.
All right, now.
As I was,
It's a little recap. Recap a little.
Recap. Pulled up 12:30. Seen a couple standing in the street. Went on about my business. Seen some other people, drunk people, trying to get to Tequila Ranch. Gave them directions. Get to Tequila Ranch. Go down to West 6. Talk to the horse and carriage dude. See drunk people coming back, being whipped like slaves, stumbling across green lights, drunk and everything like that. On my way back, see a drunk girl laying in the middle of the street. People like, girl, get out of the street. Why you in the gutter? You need to get your ass up. No. Continue on. Go see my people at the hotel. Seeing some cousins. Hey, people come off the hotel with the police. They was getting it on in the hallway at the hotel.
Love them.
You know, they handling business at the hotel. I ain't got a room, but they still handling business in the hotel.
Gotta do it where you gotta do it.
You know what I'm saying? Come back out.
Gotta love. Go ahead.
Brothers out there scrubbing, getting hemmed up on the porch. Brother like, no, help, stop, police.
Beat down.
In occurrence, drunk girl walks away, lands in front of me. Expedition, Jeep, rolls on the Jeep, falls asleep, face first. She planking under the Jeep.
Now.
Recap. Now,
nice.
At this point in time,
Present.
we then now, as they're now beginning to, I'm like, hey, the people under the Jeep, they come, grab the people, they put them in front of the Jeep. They try to pick her up. One brother like, damn, she heavy as hell. The other dude like, man, thank you for, man, I didn't know where she was at. You know, man, we appreciate it. Here comes the guy to think, man, that ain't nothing but the Lord. Because some people could have came in that Jeep and ran her over and killed her. I'm like,
way to be positive, guy.
All right, it's a good time. Then another guy walks by. He like, hey, what's up, Ricky? He like, hey, what to the dude that was at the bus stop. Bus stop dude, friend Ricky walked by. He like, hey, what's up, dude? Bus stop dude like, hey, what's up, man? Chick was sleep under the Jeep. He like, what? Bitch, sleep under the Jeep? Man, that shit crazy. So now we got Ricky standing there and he watching this. So it's me, bus stop guy Ricky, sitting there watching a dreadhead, blue shirt, no shirt, and Miracle. That's what we found out the girl's name.
What color were his dreads?
Her name was It was. I don't know.
Red?
No, they weren't red.
Oh, okay, I don't know.
They weren't red.
Oh, we thought we had an exclusive. Man, you should have said yes. No.
Names. So now we all standing there. So all of a sudden, now I'm standing there. Then I have Plaid Shirt was the guy who was getting beat up.
Okay.
Plaid Shirt come around the corner with the popo. We got a little cop get out the car. He circle around. He go after a casual walk away Blue Jacket. He like, hey, Blue Jacket, where you going?
Shout out to him.
You know, Dreadhead, he trying to make a little move, but then Plaid Shirt like, it was Dreads. He was the one that hit me, and it was another guy. Well, at this time, cop number 2 gets out, asks me to politely step to the side as he's drawing his weapon. Cool, I understand. Let me move out the way.
Correct.
But then again, I see the brother and his sister Miracle. Now, she's kind of like, she's about this tall. And he's a little bit taller with her. So you know how like you can kind of straddle somebody from the back, but you're trying to hold them and carry them and walking, but you know, so he's straddling her from the back, trying to carry her. So as he's walking, they're walking toward me.
I'm sorry.
All I hear is, Miracle Girl, get your ass on. Come on, girl. Miracle Girl. I swear to God, girl, if you don't bring your ass on, girl, come on. She like, oh, no, what's going on? At this time of time, they walking toward the Jeep. The other friend in the Jeep, she's still opening up the passenger door. He's like, I can't get her ass in the passenger. Open up the back door. Open up the back door. So he opened the back door. Now, he gets her to the door. And you know, he's still straddling. So he pushes her in the Jeep. So then, you know, so now she's just slumped in the Jeep, so her legs hang on the Jeep.
Okay.
He steps back, pushes her in her buttocks, and starts stuffing her in the back of the truck. Like, get your ass in the Jeep, girl. Get your ass in the truck. Damn, police come get to it, girl. I swear to God, girl, they arresting them. They got them in handcuffs. Get your ass in the truck.
What you say? You been that person?
Oh, yeah. Was the person her brother that was putting her in the Jeep or just a friend?
Her brother was the one pushing her in the Jeep. So
you were the pushie.
So
yeah, I was the pushie.
Oh, the pushie, yeah. So then she pushed her in the trunk. By that time or whatever, he got in, closed the door. I'm like, she ain't started. But then the other girl, I think she was too drunk to kind of realize what was going on because she hadn't started no engine or nothing like that. So they were sitting there. By that time, it was like, by that time.
You can't just roll past that. So that she didn't even start the car?
No, the car never started.
Not to leave in this whole.
No, they didn't.
At least she didn't start it.
By this time,
she was being safe. Is that what?
At this point in time, the police. At this point in time, the reason why I thought he was like, Miracle, we need to get our ass in the truck.
The dip,
so we can like casually get the roll off.
Exactly.
But no, by that time, by that point in time, all of a sudden you hear flashlight. What's going on over here? I need for you to step out the vehicle. I was like, it's a wrap. Time for me to go home. And the casual walk away. And I'm in the car. So, what's six? Man, interesting evening how your life can intertwine with a certain couple of people over a certain couple of hours and just see different clips of their life of their evening.
I was just thinking he said she didn't start the car up, and I was like, that's a good thing because one of the probably like the top 5 stupidest things you could do to yourself is one, walking up a step and think there's an extra step when there isn't. So you like step real hard, or you go down and you step real hard. You just like be like, whoa.
Hyperextend your knee. Yeah.
Have you ever had your car on and then you go to cut it and it's already on?
And it makes that obnoxious sound.
And you're just like, what? Okay, that was stupid.
Like, I'm on.
Like, well, so I've done that plenty of times, especially at the gas station. I'm notorious for that. Oh my goodness, car will be running, I jump in,
and everybody look at you like, dumbass.
Like he a grown man, he didn't realize his car was.
Oh, it's on. But see how my girls have to try to play it cute, like, oh, it's on.
See, you get a pass. See, they look at me like this.
They'll even walk over. They get that thing where they walk up to the window and be like, it's on. It's okay.
Right. Yeah, they'll come and help you. Like,
I'm sure then they get the move. Like, so hand on the window, top of the thing. Like, so.
My name is.
That's why you need a man in your life to make sure your car that you know it's already on. Like, okay.
I can say I am a man. I can't. There's nothing I can do. I guess I just got to remember. Just remember, Shine.
So that's crazy. That's crazy.
Live.
What's sick was live.
I remembered you said you had a hard time finding a man. I just remembered all that.
Oh, no, I found a man.
That's crap. Okay.
I have found a man since the last time. Well, he is technically not my man.
Wait a minute. When you say,
I'm glad.
Hold on.
So you
I'm
didn't
sorry,
find
hold
a
on.
man.
So I didn't mean to cut you. Did you finish your story?
Yeah, I finished the story, but when she
said
she found a man or whatever, I mean, is this like? When you say, is this like a man?
This man is so strong, and this man is so unbelievably sexy, and he's totally original. Okay. He is definitely his own person. He does not care what anyone else thinks.
Okay.
He's a little bit older, so it might work out for me.
Okay.
He's not what I'd usually go for, but that could be a good thing.
Okay.
He's funny, he's witty, he's wacky.
Man.
I'm in love with Charles Ramsey.
Nice.
I seen the picture. I seen the IG.
Nice. Guys, sorry.
She all hooked up. Cleveland hero done found him a Cleveland angel.
Shout out to Charles, my man.
Chuck.
We're jealous. Like, it's a lot of guys out here with sad faces now.
Right up, Chuck.
No, they're not. I'm the most annoying girlfriend ever.
Here we go.
I keep saying it. Other girls should tell the truth. I am annoying. I am so annoying.
I remember.
What's annoying?
Yes, I remember.
I'm that type of person that would probably text you every morning like, hey, good morning. All right, I got to go to work. I'll talk to you later. Like every single day. That could be like
So then if you don't get the text back, then do you get offended?
No, I'm at work.
So, hey, that's the hard part.
But when I get off work, if you haven't texted me, I'm like, oh my God. Like I said morning, you didn't even say anything back to me.
You get that.
Yeah.
That's not annoying at all. That's
what I'm saying.
You got to make a better case than that one.
Yeah, we need something better than that. What's next? What you got?
I'm listening. I'm listening.
No, you did this to me last time.
See, like say it. See, proof. I do. That's not annoying.
What's a Vegetarius?
Oh, that's that's Vegetarius, and that's a whole nother discussion.
He just showed me his phone, and literally the text is like, "So what's your sign, boo?" And it says Vegetarius.
Yes. You like that one? Huh?
That is that's creative. Whatever it is, I don't know what it is though.
I also use vegetarian just so you can.
Vegetarian?
Yes.
Yeah.
So is that possible?
No,
it's not. That's why I always say if a person is a vegetarian, that means that they could never participate in any kind of form of oral sex because that would be like meat eating.
But I'm vegetarian.
Vegetarian.
No such thing.
I made it up.
I see, and somebody responded to it too. Like that's my sign. Whatever.
It works. See? Like you said, I'll be keeping it real.
Yes, I see. You clearly did.
They say, hey.
Clearly.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
The only one to keep it real.
And I was like, hey, do you want to sit next to me? Sit in this chair.
Yeah.
Sending like weird messages.
Hey, see, now I'm going to text you and say good morning just because you think it's annoying. No,
it's annoying if I do it.
See, I'm going to prove that it's not.
It's not annoying.
Morning. What's so annoying about it? I don't get it. I'm waiting.
I don't know. It just seems kind of annoying.
Nah. See,
and you see my early morning conversation
because I'm the type of person.
Hey, Sean, too many Martins she been dealing with.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Ask him.
Martin, ain't that the dude, Mr. 6 whatever 300 pounds? I'm so sorry.
The soft line. Guy.
We could never, ever.
That you said he
too many Martins.
Because, and it's going to be difficult for him to even be in a relationship with a woman because if he gets with a woman who has a stronger personality than him, she's going to be abusive, like verbally, like she knows like she can just tear him down verbally.
Or they might wear the same makeup and have tussles like that.
He does not wear MAC Studio Fix, okay?
He does probably wear MAC makeup.
A lot of people do. There's man makeup.
I feel that.
But you're saying you can't stop and wear man makeup at the same time.
No, if your profession calls for it, I accept it.
Yeah, they wear it.
I don't want to be with anybody that's soft, flat out.
I feel you.
You have to be kind of soft, but I don't want you like crying to the whole world. No offense to him. But I don't want somebody who's too tough.
I'm offending. You're whack for that.
I don't want somebody that's too tough either, because people that act too tough always get their butt kicked.
The loud person definitely.
When's the last too tough person you saw take the fall?
Ooh.
The Rock and no.
That's a good one. I haven't really seen a fight in a really long time.
That's good.
Hey,
because when it starts, I'm leaving. I'm like,
you've been putting yourself in good situations then.
Stay out of trouble. That's what's up. But I mean, you can't do all that to get around the topic of going back to. No, we're still waiting for all this annoying stuff that I'm open to whatever you're gonna say. What do you feel is annoying? Because we're gonna. It's just too hard for me to believe. I'm sorry.
Well,
sorry.
How about okay.
Help me, man. I can't.
Here we go again.
Okay, you came here.
He was like, "Come co-host it." I'm like, "Okay."
I was ready to talk some hip hop.
Exactly. That's what we do.
Okay, we'll start at this angle, then we'll let you be free
and be honest.
What does the guy say? That how you annoy him. So you're telling us what you think is annoying.
They never really say that. They just be like, you.
What's the most common thing they've always said? You
don't know what you want. 1 minute you're hot, and then 1 minute you're cold. You're so fickle. 1 minute you act like you want to be bothered. The next minute you act like you don't want to be bothered. But that's only because sometimes I want to be bothered and sometimes I don't.
Have these guys dated women before?
I don't understand.
I mean...
Now we're back to the same conversation, but we need to interview them.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I'm not getting it. I don't understand.
So because you're an individual, they find flaw in that? Is that what you're saying to me right now?
I guess. And plus, once I tell everybody how I feel about Charles Ramsey, then they're like, okay, whatever.
Well, I got to do anything.
He's no threat to me. I mean,
shout out to him. If you're in a relationship with her or whatever, and y'all on the couch talking about Charles Ramsey, you on the couch. Charles Ramsey is still in his BMW trying to find a job.
Yeah, doing whatever the heck he's doing.
Exactly. I mean, so at this point in time, you a few steps ahead of Charles.
Steps, I'm miles ahead of.
I'm in the crib, Charles. Where you at? In the Beamer.
So,
I don't know.
so people feel threatened by the.
No, I'm just talking crap. I don't know
I
why.
know you are.
Okay.
You can't
That's
BS
good.
me. This is me.
Okay.
Remember, this is me. I was the one who was grilling last time. I don't stop.
I was thinking about married.
To who? Yourself?
No, my son's father.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I mean, that's the nature of things.
But it don't sound like you really mean it. But
yeah, that was just a throw
Marriage
out there.
is a very scary thing. I'm so terrified of that.
Wow.
Ah, okay. Now
I mean, I want to get a new cell phone, but I'm scared of the contract, and that's just like a cell phone. It's like I can't break it. I can break it, pay $2 to break it. But like marriage, you're like
fear of a commitment.
We found a female with commitment issues. Wow.
It's not about me having commitments issues.
I'm with you. I'm riding with you.
It's not that. It's very scary.
Yeah,
you're connected to one person for the rest of your. Just say if you went by all the rules, you're connected to that person for the rest of your life. You're not ever gonna go to the club and have a moment where you're drinking and you're dancing on somebody. Like, all right, no, that's over. Everything. You're with that one person for the rest of your life, forever, till death do you part.
But when you put it that way, it's a little scary. But
what if it doesn't? And then what if it doesn't work? I would be so devastated. Like, oh my God, it doesn't work.
Yeah, I guess the trial or the trial and error period doesn't really last that long for some people.
And I've seen people that have been married for a long, for a long time. Right. But I've also seen people that were like some of my friends were like, oh my God, I'm getting married. And we see the pictures and now they're like, okay, we're not married anymore. And I'm like, I'm still in the same relationship. I'm just not married. I want to do everything but take the vow under God because I don't want that much pressure from God.
You want the law in you.
Yeah. So we can exchange the rings and have a lifetime commitment. We can throw a little party.
Oh, the Goldie Hawn Kurt Russell.
Yeah, they're happy though.
The Goldie Hawn Kurt Russell.
Gene Simmons until recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for some people though, that actually does. They have everything that's there. They just don't have they don't have the title of marriage. Can't be applied to it. They're together. But to me, at that point in time, what are you married?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if you want to, you can at that point in time you can apply because you have outlasted some people who've went through
You're
the whole
married?
Process.
Who?
You.
No.
No, you can't be married. Talking about Sagittarius.
No, I'm talking about the whole process. You see people now who go through the whole process, and, who haven't lasted longer than some people who have. It's funny to me when you see couples, and it always happens at hood weddings.
Yeah.
Somebody's getting married who's been together maybe 3 years. They're getting married. But then you see the guy who all of a sudden, he wants to get engaged to his kid's mother. They've been together for like 10 to 15 years. And then all of a sudden, they get married. Then after that, it all falls apart.
That's the situation.
that paper do it. That paper do it every time.
It's like so you got, and then they fall apart. But then the marriage that started, that's still going. And sometimes that marriage falls apart too. So now you had an event that now was for nothing.
I think marriage is something that, like, no offense to anybody that's like married, but it's something that is like something that feels something that you need, like a commitment or a vow, or it's something that you feel like you're doing. Like, I don't really have that feeling that I don't think if I got married it would feel the feeling that I need right now. Like, I'm like, we're like in our, like, you're already married, so you're good. Mm-hmm. But like, as for myself, like, I'm just getting started in like my career, like my dream, and I don't know where my dream is going to take me. So I can't just limit myself on someone who is like, you ready now? Well, yeah, it's been like 10 years, so no, I'm not ready right now.
And not at this moment.
But sometimes I think like, my God, what if I go over to China and somebody's like, Jen, we love your blog over in China, and then I meet like a small Asian man and he was my soulmate, and it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if he's my soulmate?
It can happen. You never know.
If Hop Singh is supposed to be that dude, then Hop Singh is that dude. I mean, it is what it is.
I was gonna say Bruce Lee Jr., but
I like Hop Singh. We gonna rock with Hop Singh. Hey, so any Hop Singhs out there, she's available. Hop Singh, here she is. Good to go.
No.
Say you're not starting there. That's if it happens. Like,
When you get older, you just start realizing like all that stuff is like not. Okay, because this is what happens.
What stuff?
Okay, you meet somebody, and then you text them, and you're getting to know each other. And it's like, what's your sign? And you're like, Vegetarian. And it's like, ho, ho, ho. And it's like, okay. And then you guys like hook up, you hang out, you have fun, you have sex. After that, it's weird. Then you don't talk, then you talk again. Then it's just weird.
People don't talk.
It gets weird.
Why is it weird after sex? I've never experienced that one. What's weird about it?
Because sometimes people feel like you have to be with that person because you all had sex, or sometimes one person is more emotionally connected than the other person, or I mean, it's a lot of things.
Well, I mean,
that's why you talk about it.
Either somebody done laid the wandandada, or done laid the wandandada, and then if you're not wearing the wandandada on each other, you know, somebody's confused and thrown off because, ooh, that boy put it down.
All the best relationships I ever had with somebody, we were strictly friends and did everything together. But the minute you have a friend like that, somebody's gonna tell them like, I think Jen got you in the friend zone. And they're like, what? And I'm like, am I in the friend zone? Like, no, you're not. You're just like my bestie. And then it's over.
So then,
they get discouraged by that.
Because they wanted to go further.
That is kind of discouraging, just for the record.
Girls have to deal with a lot.
The bestie.
I can imagine.
Or even this one.
Well, then
no, because let me just tell you the situation.
All right.
No, let me tell you the situation.
I don't think they was being honest when they was being the friends and all this time or whatever, you know.
No,
thought they were supposed to cross.
Wondering.
They got the 4th and 1, and then.
No, look, I met a guy, right? He was really cool. Like, I liked him, like as a friend. I was like, oh, you're really cool. So I was like, going off my past relationship, I was like, I'm not gonna make the same mistake. So I was like, right.
Do that. Okay.
So I was like, he's cool. Let's just go slow. So you know, we would hang out every once in a while. He would come out, you know, to the events that I would be at, which was cool because it's like we were never together, but just to know that he was there supporting, it kind of made me like him. Nice. So I was like, all right, we would like ride around together. We would like go places together. So then my one cousin started hitting me up on Facebook, like when she saw that like I would be with him on Facebook. So then she started sending me these messages that were really weird, and they were all like, yeah, so do you hang out with such and such now? And I'm like, yeah, that's my friend. And she was like, all right. Now, if somebody said that to you, wouldn't you be like, so what's the deal? She's like, oh, nothing. Don't even worry about it. No. So I'm like, all right. So if somebody tells me don't worry about it, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. So then she comes back a week later and she's like, I just want to let you know, like me and such, we did kind of like hook up. And I was like, okay. I felt like it didn't have anything to do with me because me and that person had never hooked up before. Right, so I was like, well, that's kind of like you all's thing. But in the back of my mind, I was thinking like, no, I can't. Right. It was like my cousin, even though I haven't even talked to her in like forever and we've never even hung out, like not ever, but still it's still like
I get it.
So then when I asked him about it,
he told the
was
truth?
he was totally truthful. He was like, which made me like him more because I was like, you told the truth. But then it was like, well, he said once and it was like this, and then it was just like so messy, but at the same time he didn't understand, and I was like wanting to be a friend because I'm like, just slow down a minute. Then he just got really angry and he was like blocking me, deleting me, unfollowing me. How do you block somebody and then call them and be like, that's why I blocked you? And then you blocked me, deleted me, unfollowed me. It was a guy. And so when I saw that he was like emotionally a mess, I was just like, no.
Emotionally a mess?
Man, he was like, man, I'm marching down this field. I done dinked and dunked down. You know, I got to the goal line
so
and 4th and 1.
He got upset because I told him, I was like, you know what, you're being like a little bit crazy right now and I'm not about to deal with it. He was like, that's why. I said F you, and he was like, no, I F'd your cousin and that's why she does it better. And I was like, this is exactly why I didn't even
So I think I should write a book or something.
No, that doesn't make sense, does it? I didn't do anything wrong in that situation.
You did not. Please, for the record, you did not.
You left him in the zone.
Blocked. Oh, he still hasn't gotten over it.
No.
Do you still see him?
He was like, I put that on. He was like, I put it on my mama. I ain't never gonna talk to you again. I was like, I put it on your mama that I'm never gonna talk to you again. He's like, don't be putting no stuff on my mama. I'm like, oh.
You put it on your mama, not me.
He's going back and forth with you like that.
He's bickering like a broad.
I apologize for all men on that one.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's difficult to.
He's an individual. Please, for the record, he's an individual. Don't take that out on every guy. Because my God.
You gotta let that go. Let him go.
No way.
I'm arguing with my cousin and everything over this. And I'm just like, oh my God.
But why would he throw that in your face first and foremost? I mean, you know, the honesty thing, you know, to tell you
That was
that's
cool.
cool, but in the argument,
To just,
come on, like it was, oh, I'm gonna hurt you by saying a fact.
I was like, okay, well, duh.
Well,
at that point in time,
I'm not talking to you right
know,
now.
He just that realization, like he's like, what? And for real, let's be honest, dude was trying to bag. He was trying to bag.
In my mind, I'm thinking like, you think you're gonna get that, and you think you're gonna get this, and then once you get this, you're gonna be like, oh, I knocked off the family. You know what I'm saying? And just by your whole attitude, I could tell that's what you're gonna do. So I'm not that silly.
Notches.
Whatever.
But it sounds like.
Notches.
I can't even. Usually, I
That's why, like,
defend
after
all
that, I was
guys.
like, I am so over this. And then I made my profile on shemeetsher.com.
Oh boy.
But I didn't get a lot of hits because a lot of those people were very masculine. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
Don't go yet. Don't go yet. Don't go yet, please.
I have left. Elvis, I'm sorry. Jenny has left the building.
Don't go.
Don't go.
I showed you what a Vegetarius is.
Right. That's it.
She
I'll tell you,
her.com.
that piggybacks off of. I got to tell you the whole story now.
No,
To
I
say,
just
don't
don't
go
wanna-
over there.
Classic.
Yet. Like, I talk to young ladies all the time that are getting discouraged, and don't. It's guys out here. You just got to stop looking for the.
But have you ever dated someone that you like really, really liked and then it didn't work out? And then you thought to yourself, like, gosh, what if I liked myself as much as I liked them? I probably wouldn't have needed to really like them. Or is that just something you say to make yourself feel better?
I would go with the latter one, but
The first one's real good though.
yeah, but like say my baby mama might, you know, when we started off, it was live. It was live. Can't lie. It's been a long time, but it was live.
Yeah.
It was live. Like I say, shout out to her. You know, it ain't working now, and then.
Aw.
No, it's nothing. You know, that was like I said, that's far past. But yeah. Like I said, you can't
Somebody,
turn this
who
on
was
me.
that? Somebody said, there was a guy on television. He was like, I'm not ever going to have somebody around my daughter who can't be a role model or a good influence for my daughter. So that's another reason why it's like hard for me today, because I'm like, I don't want to be with somebody that's like
that's a lot of pressure to put on somebody.
Not really. Don't come around me like, oh, we talked up in the club all night. Yeah, what's up, little home gang? My son doesn't understand that. And he's like, what?
True.
So
Yeah, you can't walk up to kids and be like, yo. Throwing up signs. Yeah, you should teach them the proper
Handshake.
stuff to begin with. Yeah.
We're going to start off with the handshakes first.
Right.
Like,
But then
my son
on,
is a straight Barack Obama.
Yeah, that's a good thing. You know, you teaching them
Oh,
good
yes.
values.
Speaking of the outstretched arm there, I see you got tatted recently.
Oh, yeah, it's peeling out, but I got my spark plug logo on my
Spark
arm.
plug NT logo, the plug. Is that a plug and a leaf?
It's a plug and it's writing as a pen.
Okay.
And shout out to referee Nelson.
Yes.
He designed my logo for me, and it was totally awesome the way he did it. He just, because I had put out a post. Remember last time I was here, we were talking about a logo?
Yeah.
We put out a post, like, I needed a logo. And then, like, I've met with people, and they were like, there's nothing wrong with being businessy, but I myself have not, like,
You're not
straight
starch.
business. Yeah, so I'm more of like a outside of the box kind of like thing.
Right.
So like people would come to me and I was like, I don't know, you know, they're saying like all these forms and all this craziness. But then he sent me a message. He was like, I got a logo for you. I don't know if I may or may not have a logo for you. So I didn't even respond to it because I'm like, what the hell does that mean? You know what I mean? So then he sent me a message back and he was like, I meant like you might like it or you might not like it. And then he sent it to me and I was like crying. I was like, oh my God, this is exactly what I wanted. Like he took a spark plug and made the end of it a pen to write like that. And I know it was tight because when I went to my job, this dude was like, is that a spark plug? I was like, hey now.
So that's always a good sign when they know exactly what it is from the rip. Wow.
But the people in the tattoo shop were like, so it's like a spark plug? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, right. Okay.
Just draw it.
Yeah, you get paid to analyze what's going on. I'm quite sure you put a Daffy Duck on somebody's ass and didn't ask them what
the duck meant.
Right. What the.
And it was probably the Aflac duck on top of it.
Nah, but that's live.
But that's like something I want to do with somebody. Like I want to do like a whole bunch of fun stuff with a fun person. Like I want us to get messed up one day and be like, hey, you want to get a tattoo? And be like, yeah, where are we gonna get? And we're like, I don't know, something stupid. It's like, all right, and then we just get it.
There's people out there like that.
Like a burger
stay on
or
this
something.
side. Stay on this. We're going to come back and we're going to keep working this out. We're going to stay on this side. It's the Hood Point on the MSC Radio Network.
Work. The Dr. Phil version.
With them bitches who fuck with them bitches, I put you to bed because my niggas winning. This a bedtime story for you fuck niggas. And I'd rather beat your ass, ain't gotta bust niggas. Go ahead.
User-friendly and ready to serve. MorningShowCentral.com. Yo, it's Woody. Now, I know a thing or two about women, and I want to help all the ladies out there take care of their men. Happy Endings Orgasmically Organic Massage Oil. Yeah, I said orgasmically organic, made right here in Cleveland. Now, no other product delivers this level of purity and performance. It's guaranteed to improve your overall experience and keeps that sensitive skin soft and smooth. Guys, don't be a tool. You're doing it anyway. Might as well do it right. Get your happy ending at happyendingsoil.com. That's happyendingsoil.com. With hundreds of live weather products and layers and thousands of combinations, Weather Studio provides a professional graphics and storm monitoring solution without complex user knowledge and without the industry standard price tag of $1,000 plus broadcast systems. Weather Studio displays a plethora of critical atmospheric and geophysical data on an interactive GIS-enabled computer map. Get your free 14-day trial of Weather Studio at their website, weatherstudio.paulmarv.com. That's weatherstudio.paulmarv.com. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Pete 99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right.
Oh, wow. Language.
Okay, he was PMSing.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Call the show toll-free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on MorningShowCentral.com. If you have a product or service, let people know about it. Get your message out there and advertise on MSC Radio Network. It's easier than you think, and the whole planet is listening. Find out how you can advertise. Email Chris at MorningShowCentral.com.
I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran into a black man's arms.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Lakewood Computer, located at 14035 Madison Avenue in Lakewood, has it all. If you're in need of computer repairs or want to cut the cost of ink cartridges and printing supplies, count on Lakewood Computer in Lakewood, Ohio to provide it all. For the past 5 years, Lakewood Computer has been providing you with a huge assortment of computer equipment and services at very competitive prices. Lakewood Computer purchases and sells pre-owned desktops, laptops, and related equipment. And they offer outstanding prices on aftermarket printing supplies, including toner cartridges and ink cartridges. With 29 years of professional experience, Lakewood Computer is highly confident in their ability to enhance your overall computing experience. Check them out online at joeslakewoodcomputer.com. That's joeslakewoodcomputer.com. Or give them a call toll-free, 855-580-0768. That's 855-580-0768. Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now.
I know, oh my God, I know what we're gonna do. Oh, it's so delicious, I can almost taste it.
If you're looking for the best sub shop in town, look no further. Hanini Subs, located at 7310 Lorraine Avenue, is the place for you. Stop in for a cold cut sub, cheeseburger and fries, wingdings and fries, and so much more.
And almost taste it.
Hanini Subs at 7310 Lorraine Avenue is open 24 hours a day. Check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/burrito crazy. And if you mention MSC Radio Network, you'll get $1 off your meal. It's all good at Hanini Subs.
So damn good.
If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com. User-friendly and ready to serve. MorningShowCentral.com.
Oh, wow. Language.
Okay, he was PMSing.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network.
Oh, wow. Language.
Okay, he was PMSing.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. If you have a product or service, let people know about it. Get your message out there and advertise on MSC Radio Network. It's easier than you think, and the whole planet is listening. Find out how you can advertise. Email Chris at morningshowcentral.com.
I know, oh my God, I know what we're gonna do. Oh, it's so delicious, I can almost taste it.
If you're looking for the best sub shop in town, look no further. Hanini Subs, located at 7310 Lorraine Avenue, is the place for you. Stop in for a cold cut sub, cheeseburger and fries, wingdings and fries, and so much more.
And almost taste it.
Hanini Subs at 7310 Lorraine Avenue is open 24 hours a day. Check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/burrito crazy. And if you mention MSC Radio Network, you'll get $1 off your meal. It's all good at Hanini Subs.
So damn good.
I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran into a black man's arms.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network.
Check it out.
I love Black King Pastry.
Jeez, you're in the right place for that.
Hey,
Welcome back to the Hood
y'all.
Point.
Check it out. Hey, I produced this track. Man, that was like eons ago. Ladies and gentlemen, I am dating myself. Yes.
It made me think when you said, I'm still in love with hip hop. We just aren't talking
Yeah,
right
we had
now.
a discussion. I'm still in love with hip hop. We just not talking right now.
Good. Y'all just on a separation.
Yeah, it's a little slight separation. You know, I understand. I support everything you're doing or whatever. I show up to the events, blah, 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 but you know, as right now, I can't come up and shake your hand and act like we cool.
Oh my.
That's it. That's how me and hip hop is right now.
Hey, it's nothing wrong with that. It's coming back though. There's a lot of artists out
You know,
there.
like I
that's
say,
repping.
you know, they rapping and it's cool, but you know, like I said,
Because I notice more parties now are spinning vinyl.
Thank you. DJing's coming back.
thirsty.
Yeah.
Some kids ain't gonna know what to do, man. What is this big ass record?
What is this thing?
Do you guys know I have like 300 vinyl pieces of vinyl in my house?
All
All from the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Hold on.
I got my dad's collection. I had to almost kill my mom for it.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I know something about Jenny and nobody else don't know about Jenny.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. Nah, but I know something else about Jenny.
Uh-oh.
And then
Record
nobody else
player,
know
too.
about Jenny.
So you got the player? So
I got a player.
So you actually
got a
listen
player.
to it? That's what's up. If you say you got 1200s, I'm walking out the state. I'm
Nah,
walking out.
I don't have
You were scaring me for a second. Okay.
I got a lot, though.
No, she said, I got 112 in the Newmark.
Nice. That would have still been, that's representing
enough.
Newmark.
My one player is a 12 with a Newmark. With my Serrato.
That's what's sitting up in my attic right now.
What?
Whoa.
A new mark.
Swear, just sitting, huh?
Yeah, I gotta get it fixed. There's something wrong with it.
Ooh, you
Mine is like that fake vintage record player. It looks vintage, but then it has like a CD player at the bottom of it.
Can you burn? You can burn your vinyl to it. If you wanted to.
I was taking care of a lady. She was passing away from cancer, and that was like one of the things she left me. She left me her record collection, which was mostly like some Beatles records. She left me Elvis Presley records, the Platters, like stuff like that.
So you got all that on vinyl.
And then my mom came and she was moving stuff, and then I got my whole dad's collection, and it is like the Temptations, Ron Isley, just Marvin Gaye,
Oh, so
all that.
So those
Lionel
things where you
Richie.
Music over there.
That's one of the things when you come over Jenny house and it's like Love Jones in reverse. It's like
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I keep trying to tell people, I'm like, do you want to come over and listen to vinyl? And they're like, what? And I'm like, never mind.
oh yeah, he's out the door. Girl, he didn't like my vinyl.
Vinyl and tacos is what's up.
There's no better sound. There's no better sound.
Right.
Vinyl.
Because I tried to show, I was spinning some vinyl for my babysitter. She's like 17. And she's like, I think there's something wrong with it. It's like crackling. I'm like, that's the good noise.
No.
She's like, there's static in your vinyl.
Oh, please, God.
That's crazy. That's funny.
Use a diamond cut needle when you play your vinyl.
Ooh, a diamond cut needle. I have to invest in that.
I remember those.
Jenny?
Yes.
Oh, you forgot to give us that fact, man. That little known fact about Jenny.
I don't know. Maybe she wants to share that for people who still come over her house. I don't want to blow the surprise.
It is not a surprise. In my former life, I used to be a...
Y'all too silly for me, man.
How do you
y'all trying to keep me started?
Seriously though, at this point in time or whatever, quick little Cleveland hip hop scene, right quick.
Oh, sweet.
How do you feel
love hip hop
about the Cleveland hip hop scene today? Do you feel more encouraged possibly by it, or you still say, okay, it's still same old, same old?
I feel more encouraged by it because, especially now that the Ohio Hip Hop Awards just passed, it was still not exactly what I thought it might be, but it definitely showed progression because it wasn't necessarily the same people over and over that's nominated. Like, it was nice to see different people. Like, you got Wrecking Squad with 1D, Wrecking Squad with 2Ds, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Like, just people, that whole thing. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, a lot of younger, people are coming out. There's a Beast Move. We got Frank West, like a more R&B, trying to bring it back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? R&B out here? Yeah, some nice R&B. We got Top of the World out there. They're doing, they're trying to expose you to what high quality is, even if you don't have that super big budget. People don't understand you have to have some kind of good quality. I think people are starting to put more into like a Suicide Holler or even a B-Lo, Optimus Prime from over at West 41st side. Mm-hmm. They do a lot of more lyrical, because I keep telling everybody, you can only turn up before you have to turn down, you know what I mean? So I think Cleveland is definitely doing a lot more. I like it.
Oh, beautiful.
I really do
to hear that.
Because before I was like, oh, man. But Tay-Tax, I also noticed that it seems like the nice guys are starting to come up to the front, you know what I mean?
So you don't have to be a gangster?
Nah, you don't have to be a gangster.
Nice.
You don't have to be with the cool people, they're making their own kind of crowd. Like Nova the Rebel, he's hosting the Thanks for Giving today at Anatomy. It's a charity event.
What time does that start,
It's 8 to 12.
8 to 12? Okay.
Yes.
Just things like that where you're trying to give back and, just making it fun.
I think it's his fourth year, too.
And we need that. I mean, like you say, it was G'd up for many years now.
Yeah.
Everybody I got a mean mug and talk about dope.
Shout out to Lantana, too. He's, my favorite artist right now.
Oh, yeah?
One time for Lantana. Yes. Yes.
Oh, we got that.
There's the flyer. He's from Cincinnati. He's not from Cleveland, but he's from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
All Hustle No Luck is my favorite. He's been
pushing
album.
that song for a minute.
Yes.
That if you ever take a minute right before you go to work, right as soon as you roll out of bed, put it on from start to finish. Your life, I put my word on this. Your life will be focused unless somebody throws you off straight.
I'm gonna have to check
because
it.
it's
Try
not a
that
bunch
out.
of like, oh, I was slinging this, I was slinging that. I mean, even if that's the case, it's more just all hustle, no luck. Like, don't try and wait around for somebody. Go get it yourself. Put all it into it.
And everybody can relate to that. I mean, you get up and do that.
Everybody
Yeah.
can relate. So you don't feel like, well, I never was a street person, so I don't know. It's not like that. It's just straight all hustle, no luck. I love that guy.
Yes. Now you got
I
me
saw
pumped.
him. It's crazy. I was with Justin. We saw him, and I was like, fuck, it's like Lantana. You know, like he's like in the back of the truck, like literally. And like, I'm like, okay, he's cute. But then I was thinking like, fuck. I get to go through every song while he's in the car. I hope he's not mad. And like we went through all the songs, and he was telling me like, this is this is that.
Oh,
this
so you
is
get your own
that.
personal breakdown.
Say
This is
that.
kind of cool for a fan. That'd be kind of
Wow,
cool.
a discography on this
you get somebody that's go over their album with you and tell you how they felt when they made it. And
Because
what
when
they
I was
did in
listening, I
mindset.
heard a lot of like Hot Boy influence, like that whole 400 Degrees, Hot Boys, all of that in there. And I'm thinking like he must like Cash Money. And then I'm like, but he's kind of younger, so I don't know if he's really into Cash Money like that. But when I saw him, I was like, is this like from Cash Money from 400 Degrees? He's like, yeah. I was like, see?
Nice.
I know it.
Look at you.
I can't wait to see more. I know Miss Crazy T, Affinity, Poison Ivy. There's a lot of dope females out there. Oh, this girl named I think her name is Cirelli.
Shirelli?
Shirelli. Did you have her here?
No, we haven't had Shirelli Floss on. I tried to get one. Shirelli's nice. I saw one of her videos.
She
nice.
did
You
you?
work with her. Okay.
She
I saw her in her. She did a mixtape. Her and Six.
She was.
Like Harry Monster.
She the truth, huh?
She did this song and it just made me zone all the way out, and I was just like, "Dang, girl."
Shirley, she's one of, I would say, for males and females, she's one of the few females that takes, and some of her, when it comes out, you know, it's almost as crisp as possible. She tries to make it as the best quality, where even if it's a freestyle,
Oh,
she tries to
I
make
got
it,
you.
you know,
She-
her,
she
you know, the
pushes for
quality,
professionalism.
Yeah, you know, she
Okay.
pushes for it or whatever, you know. So I've noticed that about her music or whatever, you know. And she's a writer too.
She said that too. She was like, I like to write. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
she's a
Like,
writer
she
too.
definitely likes to write.
So,
Oh, that man.
so she can do
A
R&B.
lost
She can
art.
do R&B too. She can sing a little bit too.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't show it as much, but she can. You know, so.
What's the name again? I'm at the
Shirelli.
I gotta catch up. You know, y'all gotta keep me abreast of all the new
I mean,
artists.
on the female
you know.
side, I think it's easily. I'm gonna say it's T, Shirelli, Honey Kapow. Affinity is rising to come in easily or whatever. She's the I want to say the Genghis Khan of the females right now, because this is all bars, murder.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, not like, you know, like shooting at her, but she just be killing the track. She's a bar
would
bar
eat
queen.
this.
Bar heavy.
Yeah,
Oh,
bar heavy.
Wow.
Extremely bar heavy.
I saw her at the all-white party at Earth one night, and I was filming the party, and then she came up, and she was performing, and she was doing her freestyle, and she was just
Impeccable.
going so hard. I'm like, there's no way that this could be a freestyle. So I had the camera, and I was taking her picture, and then she was like, I see you, girly, with the camera all in my face, and I was like, oh, it is a freestyle.
Yeah, her freestyle is hard.
She coming off the top like that?
Most of her freestyles,
I was looking at
her
her like,
freestyle is
wait,
impeccable. Yeah,
Say no, couldn't be. She
Yeah,
must have
I was
wrote
like,
that too.
How she
yeah,
know
no,
it's
her
gonna be
freestyle's
good?
good. Her freestyle's hard. So.
But yeah, I think it's all better now.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Honey Kapow's coming up, so yeah.
I love hip hop. I used to
Like
be a
younger
hip-hop
producers
artist.
and stuff. Really?
Long time ago.
Were you guys together?
Jenny's in the back with a telephoto lens trying to shoot her, and she's rapping about her.
Say he thought you was in the way back. Like,
Oh.
No.
I was in her face. I was like, oh no.
Yes. Oh man.
I was kind of scared. I was like, oh crap, that's me.
Say, oh, you're noticing me too much.
Yeah, I'm like, who's the person with the camera in her face? Oh, me. Sorry.
Say whoever that is needs to stop.
Me?
Nah,
That's
but
cool,
yeah.
cool.
Oh, man, I'm so happy for that. I'm so, like I said, we need it.
Yeah,
We actually need somebody to blow up on the scene though. So everybody start supporting everybody. That's what I want.
Yeah, I think that's the last.
Because,
That's the last hurdle, I believe, for
'cause
Cleveland music
it's
hip hop
too much
scene
talent
to really
here.
support.
Hey, let's
don't.
hear it. I
They
like
don't.
that.
They
No,
do, but
I
they
was just
don't.
going to say, I think that there's one more hurdle, and I just believe that if in a perfect world, there would be like a radio station No offense to the other any other
I
radio stations. I just don't feel like people have to have access to the internet in order to listen to what they want to listen to or local artists. Like it just blows my mind.
I don't even put that equation in anymore.
I can hear Miley Cyrus 23s and I can't hear any Cudi. I can barely get Kanye. I can barely get anything that might sound slightly different.
They don't even
it
throw
has
it.
to sound just like that in order to get plays. There's
They don't
people
even throw
out
an old
here
NGK
that
on.
just
Nothing from Young Ray at all anymore.
And I interned at a radio station before, so it's definitely not the host or any of those people. You know, they're given a list that they literally have to play. But I'm just saying, in a perfect world, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just waiting for that day where it's that one radio station where you be like, because you go out of town sometimes and you hear music that you've never heard before, and you're like, who is this? And they're like, oh, this is such and such from around my city. It's just straight local.
Yeah, because I came home from a trip from West Virginia through Virginia and West Virginia. It was 10 o'clock at night. There were 4 radio stations that I was able to get. 3 of them were paying local heavy. It was like rotation, and it wasn't like it wasn't something like it was like it's a local night. You can tell that they play this local music on a regular all the time. I was like, there's 3 stations, and
that's why you gotta give it up to like Floss and Trop, because they do try to like in the trap house and stuff like that. Like they'll play you something that you haven't heard, like and if you don't ever hear it again until the next night, you wait for it. Like okay, this is like they'll sneak little stuff in there for you. But I think it should just be more local.
That's why MSC was made. I mean, that's why we did it. I mean, like support local music. That's what it is.
That's what we do. We try.
I was like, it was.
We just need to get us, we just need to find out a way we can tap into somebody's tower, bootleg and pirate them.
I'm working on it.
For real.
There's one station in Cleveland. I'm not going to mention the station, but they're doing local music. But it's nothing compared to, what's all out there in Cleveland.
Yeah.
It's just a few, hand-selected bands that they'll play over and over again, but they won't play everything.
Or you got to be like in that cool
you got to
group
be in that group
in order to get it.
Well, the only way that changes is the lottery. I think one lottery is 135. I think the other one's 160.
Or you could always just hit a spark
either
plug.
one of them. Yeah.
Yes.
I like
that. Spark plug, get it popping in the hood.
I will say this though: the station is located in a very famous club here in Cleveland, and they need to start supporting more local music instead of playing the same 10 songs in a row from some mainstream artist.
Hey, man, you might as well just name names, man.
87.7.
Please, like say just.
Hey.
I was gonna say it if you didn't.
Well, okay, be politically correct. We support all our future other brethren in this media circuit. Love y'all.
Yes.
Yeah, we do though.
But we ride for ours.
Yeah, we do.
And while we riding for ours, you should check out Hanini Subs, located at 7310 Lorraine Avenue, for the best subs in town. While you're there, tell them MSC Radio Network sent you and get $1 off your meal. $1 off your meal. Hanini Subs, 7310 Lorraine. Hey, Chris, what's going on with that hookup so we can go
yeah, we're going over there.
Going over there and we can film us making some subs.
I'm in the works of talking to him right now.
Hey, Jenny, want to come make some subs?
Yeah, I would love to make a sub.
Oh, sweet.
I would love to play Kenny Crumpet.
We're going to invent the Jenny Poo.
That's what we
I'm sorry. We're going to invent the spark plug.
Right.
The hot sandwich, the spark plug.
No, but you have to be a professional sandwich artist. Like, I went to Subway, and this guy showed me the correct way. I was a little hesitant at first, but he took the bread, and then when he cut it, he took his hand, he smushed the extra dough down in the middle, and then he put the stuff on there.
Oh, there's a technique. Nice. Thank you for that tip.
So that's how you should always get your sandwiches. Your
Next
Hanini
time I go to
or your
Subway, I'm
Subway.
going to be like, hey, I'm going to wait till you get to the end after they made put on sandwiches. Be like, hey, brother, you ain't mush.
Right, you didn't press that in the middle,
You ain't
man.
mush. I want another one.
Start over.
His fingers look lonely. They're like,
mush. You ain't mush.
All right, we up out of here. I
bye,
guess
everyone.
it's about that
Thanks
time.
for having me.
Want to thank you for coming down to visit us. You always
Jenny Poo
welcome.
from Spark Plug Entertainment. Shout out to
Sparkplug
Jessica.
ENT, sparkplug.ent.blogspot.com.
That's right.
Say it one more time. We got
sparkplugent.blogspot.com. Hit me up at JennyPoo2 or my number is just joking.
It was some brothers like, this is the house life.
Me, I was gonna knock over the microphone like, oh.
I'm not having you text me late at night like I'm a vegetarian.
Nice, that's the deal.
Ladies and
Okay, but okay. On behalf of G Host,
Yes.
I am your man Sean C.
Yes.
Jenny Pooh in the building. This is the Hood Point on the MSC Radio Network. Thank you for joining us, and we'll
Shouts
see you
out.
next week for more fun and antics. Peace.
Holla.